editor-in-chief said, quote, "There's no question that Naomi is one of the best athletes in the world, and a cover spot felt obvious. She spent her formative years racking up titles and is headed for the Olympics. But we celebrate Naomi for her passion, strength, and power geared towards consistently breaking barriers when it comes to equality, social justice, and mental health." So that's great. That's awesome. She's making history. She's going to share the cover with two other people, and one of them is rapper Megan Thee Stallion, which is also making some history because she's the first rapper and the second only singer to ever feature being on a Sports Illustrated cover. The first was Beyonce.
Okay.
And now Megan Thee Stallion. So she's making history herself.
Yeah.
But here's my question. Isn't this Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition usually comes out in like February?
Oh, does it? I don't follow it very closely.
It has.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a preview.
I don't know.
Maybe COVID's thrown off.
I know Naomi Osaka and Megan Kelly can do a Twitter bitch fight basically.
Megan Kelly or Megan Thee Stallion?
No, Megan Kelly.
Oh, actually, Megan Kelly. About the cover?
Yeah, because Megan Kelly said, well, if you're so, I'm paraphrasing, if it's so tough for you to do press conferences, why are you doing, cover shoots and all that type of thing?
Oh, well, a cover shoot and a press conference are two very, very different things.
And Naomi Osaka said, well, if you've done your research, you realize that this stuff was shot like months.
And I believe that, yes. But I don't need to get into it, but I mean, I think doing a shoot with a photographer and being interviewed by press are two very different environments.
Well, I would rather be interviewed by press than being photographed in my bathing suit.
Well, we agree with you, John.
That's exactly that sentiment is.
I would rather you be.
No.
Heather wants to see you in the bathing suit. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
I would rather be in the bathing suit.
I got my long shorts on today.
No, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Heather. All right, coming up next, two former Cowboy wide receivers do not agree on this. We'll explain coming up next. Hey, there's never been a better time to find out why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Right now, new customers have a chance to win $100 in free bets when they place a $1 moneyline wager on any NBA Finals game. Either team hits a three-pointer in the game, you'll win $100 regardless of your bet's outcome. Just use the bonus code STONY100 when you make your first bet to take advantage of this offer. And don't forget, tonight might be your last chance if you're lucky. Make the end of the basketball season more exciting than ever. Sign up now and discover BetMGM's boosted odds specials, daily promos, and more. Download the app. Go to BetMGM.com and use the bonus code STONY100 to win $100 in free bets. The three-pointer is made in any NBA Finals game. It's always showtime at BetMGM. New customers offer paid and free bets. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years or older. Michigan only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. If you haven't refinanced your mortgage in 2021, you need to call Hall Financial right now to see if you qualify for our no appraisal 8-day close. Call 248-308-5000 or check us out online at callhallfirst.com. You could be saving hundreds of dollars a month by calling Hall Financial today. That's 248-308-5000 or chat with us online. Callhallfirst.com.
Hall Financial, NMLS ID 1467435, Equal Housing Lender.
Two Men in a Truck is the leader in all things moving, and now junk removal service. So whether you are looking to simplify your next home or business move, or just need help with that spring cleaning project, go to twomeninatruck.com and get a quote today.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it. Super Mega Roll is 6 regular rolls in one. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Marcus by Goldman Sachs offers personal loans with no fees, ever. Banks offer coffee. So what's more important, a Marcus by Goldman Sachs loan with no fees that could help consolidate debt, or bank coffee that tastes like bank coffee? You can money. Visit Marcus.com to learn more about saving, borrowing, and investing from Marcus by Goldman Sachs.
Investing involves involves risk and investments may lose value. Brokerage and investment advisory services by Goldman Sachs & Company, LLC. Member FINRA SIPC. Lending and deposits products provided by Goldman Sachs Bank USA. Member FDIC.
Great values are happening now during Lowe's Summer Savings. Save on select appliance special values. Plus, save an additional $50 when you buy 2 or more appliances, each priced $396 or more. You'll also find new lower prices on ceiling fans, landscape lighting, and more. So shop Lowe's today. Must ask cashier to apply discount in store. Online must use promo code. Can't be combined with any other discounts. See Lowe's.com for exclusions and terms. Valid 7/15 through 8/4. U.S. only.
You work hard and you train hard, and let's face it, sometimes it hurts. But it doesn't have to be that way. Just put it on, and Tiger Balm goes right to your aches and pains fast. That's why people around the world depend on Tiger Balm. Made from a blend of herbal ingredients, Tiger Balm is the nation's #1 selling pain-relieving ointment. Available in ultra strength and a convenient hydrogel patch. So whether you're a world-class athlete or a weekend warrior, roar back with Tiger Balm. It works where it hurts. Available at stores everywhere.
This hour of Instant Feedback brought to you by Mike Paparo of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, log on to nbphealth.com.
The Detroit Tigers host the Texas Rangers. Pre-game tonight at 6:50 on 97.1 The Ticket. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
Tigers win 14-0 last night. Miggy, 5 RBIs, but 2 with a home run. He's nice pitch, 4 good innings. He's being limited, but that's going to change. They're going to, as A.J. Hinch said after the game, the governor's going to start to come off, not our governor. And he's going to start to, and then eventually after I think tonight or maybe next game, Scooble's going to be on the limit.
On the limit, yeah.
Get them back up, ready to go the rest of the season and get them ready for next season. By the way, you can vote for our best Lion moment to be nominated for the mural that FanDuel and Motor City Casino is putting up there. Our Lion moment. Quite a few votes have been already cast, but we have the best Lion moment. We didn't go back to the Bobby Lanes. You have the Barry Sanders getting 2,000 yards. You had Calvin winning, setting the record for most reception yards in the season. You had Stafford mic'd up touchdown against the Cleveland Browns as rookie of the year. And, of course, the Lions 38-6 win over the Cowboys for their lone playoff win since 1957.
Yes.
Which is, to me, one of the most unbelievable stats in sports history.
Yes.
And most people outside of Detroit don't realize. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Cowboys, 2 of their alumni are doing that a little bit.
Yeah, and you mentioned, next year. And for this football season, which the Dallas Cowboys actually report today. So the NFL season is officially going to be underway with a few teams. Pittsburgh and Dallas are reporting now. Everybody else is going to report in a week from today. But former Dallas Cowboy, and a guy that we've had on the show here is a very entertaining individual, Michael Irvin, is not on board with teams that haven't reached the 85% threshold the NFL has set for teams to be able to get back to normal 2019 operations.
Right.
And so he made some comments yesterday that we noticed, and this is Michael Irvin. I'm just going to read a little bit of his statement. And he said, if you're not one of the teams at the threshold, are you really thinking about winning a championship? You see what I am saying? Okay, so now if you're not getting vaccinated and you got all these other teams that are getting vaccinated, somebody in that locker room should say, hey, man, we're going to have a chance. You've got to be vaccinated. His point is, if you're not vaccinated, you're not doing everything you possibly can to win a championship or set yourself up to possibly win a championship.
Reason being because if you're not vaccinated, you get tested every day, correct?
Yes.
So if you even get something that goes back to contact tracing, you may have to sit out a game or some practice.
Right. If you are vaccinated, you get tested once every 2 weeks.
Right.
If you're not, it's the same protocol. It's masks on. You have to be in a different... the entire protocol will be for those that are unvaccinated, what they had last year in the middle of the strength of this pandemic. If you're vaccinated, you basically... The only difference between 2019 and 2021 is going to be that you have to be tested every 2 weeks.
Right.
Now, Cole Beasley.
Oh, yeah.
You know him, right?
Yeah.
We've talked about him a little bit. And
good player. The essential white possession receiver.
yes. And former Cowboy, now current
player.
Buffalo Bill. He's been very vocal about, not getting vaccinated. And I'm cautious to not label people as, vaxxers or anti-vaxxers, because it is an individual decision. And this is where I think he is wrong. Because his response to Michael Irvin is, that's not what that means in regards to, doing everything to win a championship. And he goes on to say, as Cole Beasley does here, you can be vaccinated and not do all the right things football-wise to be at your best. All it means is players are going to be out there with COVID, and we won't know because they only get tested once a week so the NFL can make their money. Now, this to me is
first of all, he's wrong. They get tested.
They get tested every 2 weeks. Yeah, so he's wrong in that regard. That to me was a minor detail. But I do believe, and the reason I got vaccinated was so that I could do my job better, that we could be in person.
Right.
And now we sit here right now, and because of HR Gov's not in here, but you're in the same studio as I'm in the same studio as Heather. We can do our jobs better when we are in person and we are doing this together. If you're a football team and you have some football teams that are going to be operating, everybody's in their team meeting, everybody's in position meetings, everybody's on the practice field, everybody's in the weight room, they are going to have an advantage over those other teams that half the team is somewhere else in the football facility on Zoom because they're not vaccinated. Now, you can argue right or wrong, doesn't matter, but it is a disadvantage.
Correct.
It's also a disadvantage if, let's just say, and I don't want to use names because I don't know if they're vaccinated or not. We'll use the Buffalo Bills because Cole Beasley, and we've heard Josh Allen, we haven't heard whether he's vaccinated or not, but he has had questions. So let's just say Josh.
We heard their general manager say he might cut players.
He might cut players. So first of all, if you want a job,
yes,
get vaccinated.
Yeah.
And you want a high-paying job, one that you've worked 20 plus years to get to,
right?
Then you should get vaccinated, in my opinion.
I agree, unless you have some sort of major religious thing or there's a major health reason.
Right, and that's why I always say there are a lot of reasons to get it. There are still some why individuals have a legitimate reason not to get it.
At the roundabout, take the second exit onto Orchard Lake
let's
Road.
just say down the road, all right, the Buffalo Bills have a great season, right? They get a first-round playoff bye. These guys, maybe they go out to a restaurant or something. They get exposed, and all of a sudden, Cole Beasley and Josh Allen test positive, and they're not able to play in their first playoff game that they're hosting in Buffalo in front of a full crowd. That is a disadvantage.
Yes.
They are probably not going to. They may be able to find a way to win that game,
right,
depending on the opponent and the circumstances. But they will be at a huge disadvantage not having their starting quarterback or one of their great possession receivers.
I think, I don't want to speak for Cole Beasley, I think his biggest complaint with Irvin was that he would be tagged as being not as competitive as other people who got the vaccine.
Okay, so
that's where I think he's pissed off at Michael Irvin. But you're right. I mean, if you want to win, these are look, whether you like the rules or not, these are the rules.
But I want to comment on that. If I want to be as competitive as I possibly can be, if I want to be as good as I possibly can be, I'm going to look at this vaccine and say, you know what? Whether I, in the long-term effects, all right, who knows what they are, right? We're what, 8 months into getting all of these shots?
Right.
Long-term effects, we don't know.
Correct.
Okay? But in terms of when I was playing, all of the, micro-aggression, concussive forces, like, I knew at the time it couldn't be good for me in the long run. I didn't know if it would have a detrimental effect on me. I just knew it wouldn't be a positive effect. You can't beat your head against the wall and think, this is going to be good for me.
Yeah.
Right? But I do that because I wanted to do everything I possibly could to be good to win. if I had an injury, right? I had 2 broken hands one year. I would get them shot up just so I couldn't feel them, but it gave me the opportunity. It was something I had to make a decision to do, to get on the field, to give my team a chance to play. This is something that you have a decision to make. Do I want to do everything I possibly can? Yes, I can run sprints. I can lift hard. I can practice. I can do all of those things. But if you're not available on game day because you tested positive, then you're not doing everything you possibly can to give yourself an advantage to win. So I disagree 100% with what Paul Beasley has to say.
Okay, so let me just devil's advocate, because I actually agree with Irvin, and I'm with you, John, on this. I think you're doing everything you can to increase your percentages on winning, and I think part of that right now in our current world is getting the vaccine for in all walks of life. I respect other people's decisions. Let me say this, though, just devil's advocate. We went through an entire season last year without a vaccine, and although there were pauses and weird scheduling quirks, no games were missed.
Right.
And COVID had no, I would say, no effect on who won the championship.
But
well, okay, so during during the year of 2020, everybody was operating under the same set of parameters.
Right.
So, but now in
2021,
you have locker rooms who are almost all 50% or more vaccinated, which is a way better environment. And if you follow the protocols that are in place, if you're not vaccinated, aren't you in a better situation than you were last year?
There's no question we're all in a better situation than we were last year.
But dude, if you have a team where a lot of the players can't be in the rooms doing things that other teams are, that's what you're saying, that you're at a disadvantage. Last year, everything was equal. This year, it's not because of some teams.
Again, I'm with you guys trying to make the argument. Let's do another thing here. Let's personalize this a little bit more locally. We do know that, at least we think that Taylor Decker is not vaccinated, correct?
Well, we don't know.
He could have gotten it. Right. But let's just hypothetically say that he's still not vaccinated. And for personal choice or whatever, we respected that at the time. Is Taylor Decker not committed to winning football games for the Detroit Lions?
I would say that if he's unavailable because he tests positive, he hasn't done everything he possibly could to be out there to win. And again, if he has a legitimate reason why he's not, and those vary from individual to individual, then that's just a decision that he's making, and I'm okay with that. It's his decision, not my decision to make for him, but it's his decision. And you can comment on it. But I can comment on his decision, and I don't think it's right. So I just don't want to come back and talk about this all day. Gov, to your point, do you remember who Kendall Hinton is?
Yes.
Okay.
child's body temperature rises 3 to 5 times faster than an adult's, and leaving a child in a hot vehicle can lead to their death very quickly. Tragically, in 2020, 24 children died of pediatric vehicular heat stroke, and many of these incidents occurred when parents or caregivers simply forgot the child was in the car. Please set yourself reminders on your cell phone or place something you'll need in the back seat so you don't forget your child. Always look for your baby before you lock. Paid for by NHTSA.
Trade Pros. Ferguson is committed to making business with us the easiest part of your day. Ferguson.com is designed to help run your business from the office to the job site by making your day-to-day activities easier with 24/7 account access, unmatched online inventory, and on-the-go account management. And with our Pro Plus customer loyalty program, you can earn points with every online purchase, redeemable for merchandise, event tickets, trips, and more. Sign up today at Ferguson.com. If you've ever hired someone to maintain your lawn, you know it can be a crapshoot. So many of these small companies are unreliable, and frankly, they don't do a very good job. You should hire Miller Landscape. They'll maintain and proactively manage all your landscape needs, from mowing and pruning to flowers, fertilization, even your sprinklers. Miller can give you that amazing backyard kitchen or patio you've always wanted. You hear Mike Valenti talk about how great they are. Go to GetMillerNow.com. That's GetMillerNow.com. Are you in the market for a new Kia? At Sarah Kia, we have a vehicle that's just right for you. Check out the beautiful 2021 Kia Soul LX hatchback for only $159 a month. This vehicle will provide you with the next level versatility and peace of mind you can trust. With our network of over 20 different lenders, Sarah Kia can get you the credit that other dealers can't. Shop Sarah Kia for your best deal and buy online at DriveSarahKia.com. All payments are 36 months, 10,000 miles a year with $34.99 due at signing. All buyers will qualify, subject to KFF approval. Sarah Kia, 30 Mile and M53, right on the corner.
For many homeowners, your crawl space is a place you never go, or maybe only when it's absolutely necessary. It's nasty, wet, and moldy, or maybe your floors are sinking. Well, it doesn't have to stay that way. Encapsulating your crawl space with Foundation Systems of Michigan's exclusive system keeps moisture out, protecting your home and making it more comfortable. Stop living over an unhealthy crawl space. Call the experts at Foundation Systems of Michigan for your free inspection.
Switching season is back at WOW. Get super fast, extra reliable internet 100 for just $19.99 a month. Plus, ask how to get $200 on us. Sign up at wowie.com today. Wow. Limited to new customers with auto pay and paperless billing. Offer subject to change. Restrictions and terms apply.
Breaking news on 97.1 The Ticket, powered by Odyssey and brought to you by the NBA. The NBA playoffs are happening right now. Don't miss out on the action. Odyssey is your new home for all the audio that matters to you. Download the Odyssey app today.
Swing the line drive down the left field line. It's going to get to the wall. Base of the wall on one hop. Adu is in. Scope is in. Grossman being waved around third. Throw to the plate. Not in time. Throw to third. Miggy is out at third base. Base is clearing. Double for Miguel Cabrera. 6-0 lead for the Tigers in the fifth.
And they go on to win it 14-0. Back at it tonight. 3 Scooble on the hill for the Tigers. We're talking about Michael Irvin. Seems anybody who doesn't get vaccinated, follow the NFL protocols, basically is not competitive enough and really doesn't want to win as the next guy. And Cole Beasley, who doesn't want to get vaccinated and hasn't, completely disagrees. We want to know what you had to think. We have some ticket texts. LOL, football isn't life. Vaccinated people are still getting it, you ding-dongs. Oh, but it reduces the chance. You believe that because someone told you 250,000 deaths a year from medical malpractice and or keep being naive. Well, who told you that they did stuff that you are believing is correct, Mr. Fox? Hey, if you're a Mr. Fox guy, which is fine, go watch Sean Hannity last night.
I didn't see it.
Told everybody to get the vaccine.
Oh, he did?
Okay, so, and your leader and messiah, President Trump, he got a vaccine.
Well, and
okay.
Operation, Warp Speed is what got it done.
Yes, pretty much.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We were told our whole lives don't give in to drugs and peer pressure, but now we have to. No thanks.
Again, hey, make your own decision.
But look at the rules, okay? So, whatever. And here's the other thing. I understand, and we see it in sports, so people are going to do it in any field of life. They look at a bunch of statistics, and they frame it can go with their personal views. But if you see what's going on right now in this country, the amount of people who are being hospitalized, the leaders are all the people that lead with people not being vaccinated.
The whole thing here is that the goal was to get to about 75%
Right.
in the country, and we're falling short of that, and therefore you're seeing what you're seeing, especially in the places that are less vaccinated.
Right.
I'm well aware that I can still get this.
Yes.
I can still transmit it, but my odds of being hospitalized are extremely minute. It's
Right.
about the same percentage as this amount of people that have blood clots, because
Right.
I got the J&J.
Right, nobody said, at least I don't think so, that if you get a vaccine, you can't get COVID. I mean, Rich Eisen got COVID.
I know. We're going to Vegas in a few weeks, and eyebrows raised a little bit. I'll tell you what, right now I will not be going into a nightclub. Well, I won't.
But this discussion, it doesn't need to be about, the morality of should you get a vaccine, should you not get a vaccine. I don't have any issue with being around somebody who's not vaccinated. That is their decision to make. It is their body. Do they want to put in it what they want? I'm not going to tell you what to do. All I'm going to tell you is talk to your doctor. Make the decision that is best for you,
If your
circumstances, and where you're at.
If your doctor tells you not to get vaccinated, don't get vaccinated. But there's the whole science, though. It's easy to get, if you're unvaccinated, there's a thing called a host where it's easier to mutate and transform to other people if you don't get vaccinated. But that is fact.
The point is that we're talking about from Michael Irvin is doing everything that you possibly can to give yourself a chance to be successful and win a championship in the NFL. That's all I'm discussing right now. And here is the mindset that I had when I was playing. If somebody had said at the end of my career, when I was playing with the Detroit Lions, I'm going to give you this shot. It's legal, all right? And it's the NFL is not going to ban you. They're not going to anything. It's legal, and it's going to make you feel like you're 24 again. You're going to be able to recover from injuries like you were 24. Right. Your knee's not going to swell. We're going to put it in your, I'm just going to say my left arm. And in 10 years, and so you're going to get a chance to play another 5 years at the end of my career. Even if they gave it to me now and said, hey, you can play a couple more years if you got this shot. But in 10 years, all right, there's a 50-50 chance that, it's going to make your left arm fall off. I would take that shot because I got a chance to play longer. That is, and I got a chance to be on the field. I got a chance to compete for a championship. That's what Michael Irvin is saying. You are willing to sacrifice so much to go out there and win a championship for yourself, for your team, to win games that you're willing. I mean, because right now, there are things that you do as a professional athlete. Some of them, long-term effects, are great. Exercise, all of those things, habits that you create when you're a professional athlete, they are good for you. There are other things that you willingly do that you know aren't good for you. And later in life, they're probably going to be harmful for you. They may even shorten your lifespan. But you make that decision to do it.
I want you to struggle to walk with something.
And I still want to go out there. It's August. I mean, come on. August 6th, Michigan reports. July 27th, the Lions report. I want to play. I mean, that's the mindset. So to say that for Cole Beasley, that this isn't about wanting to go out there and win. I can understand getting vaccinated, not getting vaccinated, but the opportunity to give yourself every opportunity to be successful. That's what would go into making my decision, and it went into my decision here. But as a professional athlete, it would be an easy one for me to make.
Our telephone number is 248-539-9797. That is the ticket text as well. Coming up next, Twitter is good for some things. I got one that I just love that I saw yesterday. 97.1 the ticket.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit.
In 2 miles, take exit 140
An Odyssey station with sports headlines all day, every day. From the Sold by YC Sports Desk, this is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by Southfield Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Big night for Miguel Cabrera and Akil Baddoo and the Tigers, who blow out Texas 14-0. Baddoo, a 2-run homer, his 7th and 4 RBIs. Miguel Cabrera, a 3-run triple. He drove in 5. He now has 29-31 career hits, 38th all-time. Casey Mize throwing 4 shutout innings. Tigers, they won 4 in a row. They improved their record to 44-51. They go for 5 straight tonight. Tarek Skubal on the mound for the Tigers. It's a 7:10 first pitch right here on 97.1 The Ticket. Catcher Jake Rogers goes in a 10-day injured list. He was scratched with a sore arm just before the game. Grayson Griner called up from Toledo. Game 6 of the NBA Finals tonight in Milwaukee. Bucks lead the Suns 3-2. And more Olympic COVID issues for Team USA. Guard Zach LaVine did not make the trip to Japan due to COVID protocol. That's Ticket Update Desk. I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 97.1 The Ticket or Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
Take the exit. And keep left to merge onto
Ticket.
US
Telephone
23
number is
South.
248-539-9797. I'm telling you, bring up a vaccination issue. Even it has nothing to do with actually the vaccine argument.
Yeah.
Like we tried doing it,
It's very,
Use the right lane to keep
it's a
right.
passionate
Merge onto US
discussion.
23 South toward Ann Arbor.
it's crazy. Just listen to your leaders. Talk to your doctors. That's the simplest thing of all. Because I've said this before. Like one of my friends is a doctor and is a staunch.
Keep right.
I mean, hated the president before, hated Obama. And he says, if you don't get a vaccine, you're not. He's a doctor. So it's not, everybody thinks, oh, it's political. They're trying to tell you what to, no, it's
an individual decision,
there are
and you make the one that's best for you.
And it doesn't cost you anything. They're free. So it's not like the doctors are making like a lot of money. Like that whole thing at Ford Field, who was making money on it? No one.
Yeah.
Right, pretty much.
Hey, what if this thing morphs? You know, I don't think we're out of the woods yet.
No, neither do I.
And all this, although I would bet we are, but I don't know if we are.
In 3.9
And it just
miles.
increases our
Take
chances
exit
of getting
55
out of
onto
this
Silver Lake Road.
by doing it. What if it morphs into something and we have to go back to some of the things the way they were? I don't think people will comply. I don't.
You're right. It'll be awful. All right. As many of you know, I'm kind of a Twitter guy. I like to tweet. I like to look at Twitter. Sometimes Twitter just frustrates the hell out of me because I answer people back sometimes, and then it gets into ridiculous arguments. I don't want to argue with people on Twitter. But sometimes Twitter comes up with some interesting things. However, it's not Mr. Twitter, obviously. It's not Tommy Twitter like Joe Odyssey. You know what I mean? All right. Somebody put on Twitter these, they do this and then, this, then, pictures and all.
Yes.
So this was yesterday. Let's just listen to this for a second. I don't know how somebody even comes up with this.
Yeah.
But I thought it was kind of just funny. Just think about this for a second. The best baseball player born on your birthday has to get on base to save your life. The pitcher he is facing is the Game 1 starter of the World Series champions the year you graduated high school. Do you live to see tomorrow? So for me, if I play the percentages, because not a lot of great players were born on December 29th, if I play the percentages, I don't live to say tomorrow, because the guy I have who's hitting on my birthday, is a good player.
Yeah.
Definitely not a great player. And the pitcher, especially in that year when they won the World Series, was dominant. So I have Devon White face Don Gullit of the Cincinnati Reds to save my life. I don't like my chances.
Well, let's just also understand that 70% of the time you're not going to survive.
Right.
That's true.
Yes.
Don't even like this. Population control, right, Sony?
Yes.
I have a way that I can live forever. I will survive 100% of the time because I have not only one of the most clutch hitters in Detroit sports history. Maglio Ordonez was born 1974, January 28, and we know what he did in the 2006 ALCS. So I'm good with that. I feel confident already. But at the mound.
So you were born in what, 74, you said?
I was born in 76.
76?
Yeah.
So that's just,
So he was born on January 28th. He was born on my birthday.
Right.
Doesn't have to be the exact same day, right?
No.
Okay, yeah. And so on the mound, taking the mound for Maglio Ordonez to face is no one.
Well, you were born in 94?
I graduated high school in 94. So there was no World Series. So I have the ultimate live forever. I will see what our lifespan is 150. I'm getting there.
Wow.
Use the right lane to take exit
That's
55
awesome.
onto
When
Silver
you said
Lake
that,
Road.
yeah, you did this last night. You sent it to me, and I'm like, gosh, I wonder, when was that year that they didn't have it? That was my high school graduation year. I live forever.
Wow. At least the Maglio Ordonez.
Yes, but hey.
So then for fun, pick 95 or 93.
So what I did was I went to when I graduated college in 98, and it was David Wells of the New York Yankees.
What a matchup.
Yeah, but I still take that matchup.
Game one?
He won game one. They actually swept that series against San Diego.
Right. Well, the Yankees swept the one that I had against the Yankees as well. The Cincinnati Reds swept the New York Yankees.
I still take my chances with Ordonez, with my life on the line.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You got righty versus lefty.
That is true.
I'm with Greg. The whole 70% thing is just.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell the kids on our baseball team, the best players in the world get out 7 times out of 10.
Right.
You know how hard this game is.
Yes.
Yep.
The best players that were, as far as hitters, were Don Baylor, Mark Grace, and Brandon Phillips for me. And I'm having a tough time kind of picking
I'm like
batter.
I'd take Don Baylor.
I would too. Don Baylor was a very good baseball. 338 career homers.
And he can get plunked too.
AL MVP, I think, too.
Yes, he was a American League MVP in 1979. I think.
Going against quite possibly the greatest clinching pitching performance of all time, and it's local.
Oh, this is going to be Jack, right?
Yeah, 91 Jack. Now, if it's 91 Jack, I don't care what batter it is.
We're going to Gum's funeral.
Is it game 7? Is it the clinching performance?
It's the pitcher. He's facing the game 1 starter of the World Series champion.
All right. I don't, man. No way. I'm not into Don Baylor. No way. I might go Mark Grace because of lefty.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But
all right, Greg.
I got a pretty good matchup. Something I'm very intrigued about. I've got Ron Santo versus Andy Pettit.
Well, that's well, Santo got in the Hall of Fame late. Pettit might as well someday.
Playoff Pettit? No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Right, and Santo was never in the playoffs. So he has no experience in saving lives.
Good baseball.
Yes. Heather, did you go through the exercise?
I just tried to, but I've already forgotten what it was. Like, when I was born, what? Playoff?
Yes.
Wait, what? No, I'm done.
Let's do it live.
You're done? Okay.
I was born in 84.
October 13th. Right?
October 13th. So they have to be born on my birthday?
Not the year.
Yeah, but not the year, just on your birthday.
Right.
Yeah.
And
My gosh.
And whoever started, what year did you graduate high school?
2002.
2002. So that would have been the
Angels.
The Angels. Whoever started game 1 for the Angels.
Oh my gosh, okay. This could take forever.
Baseball player, first birthdays.
Hidden War. That's why.
All right. You've got Trevor Hoffman.
No, we need pitch.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I'm just going through the list. All right.
I do have it.
Eddie Matthews.
Eddie Matthews, Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer for the Tigers. So you got Eddie Matthews going up against who started for the Angels in game 1 of the 2002 World Series?
I don't think it's going to be very good, by the way.
2002 World Series.
I think she's got a really good chance. Eddie Matthews
Of
is a
living?
great player. Yeah.
Yes. Hold on. It's,
Eddie Matthews might be an all-time team player, right?
Yeah.
It's game 1.
He started for the Angels.
The winning pitcher was Jason. Wait.
Who started?
Yeah. No. So.
This is great radio.
Jared Washburn.
Oh, Jared Washburn. Eddie Matthews.
I'll take it.
They both were like acquired late in their careers by the Tigers to help him get advance.
Wait. It's a game. It's the winning pitcher, right?
No,
Game one starter. Game one starter. Game one starter for whoever won the World Series.
Okay, yes. Then it was, even though he lost that game.
He lost that game, yeah. So,
I gotta go with Santo.
Yeah.
I think, Greg, you're good. Absolutely. We'll have to check Heather's during...
We just did Heather's.
We did. Oh, right.
Eddie Matthews.
Turn right.
Yeah. We got the 79 Cy Young winner out of it.
Who's the best athlete born on your board? Mine's clear cut. It's John Elway.
Well, I know mine.
Oh, yourself?
Oh my God! Can you play like 8 sirens?
So go for it. That's fine. I'll take on anyone.
I don't know. My birthday.
Turn right onto
I remember there was a guy on the
M36.
Flyers who was born on my birthday, Tom Bladen. Unfortunately, I think Tiger and LeBron are born the day after.
Yeah.
They're both December 30th. So I don't know if there's anybody really good born on December 29th. It's not a day of athletic prowess.
Heather, who's yours?
I just Googled it. It looks like the first person that popped up,
In
Nancy
7.5
Kerrigan,
miles,
perhaps.
turn left onto South
I'm
Texas
not
Street.
kind of confirmed yet that she was born on
Great
October
athlete.
13th, but her photo popped up.
Great athlete.
Sony had Miles Garrett, Ray Nitschke, Eric
Oh.
Berry,
Miles Kell. I didn't. Miles Kell.
Alan Branch.
Ray Nitschke, Hall of Fame. All right. 248-539-9797.
Internet is not
Part of the reason I wanted to do this is because I knew there would be weird, awkward moments. It
Yeah.
just brings out the creative Stoney.
I know.
Yes. Oh, J.B. Monty, American Bull Rider.
Who?
DeAndre Swift. Oh, no, he was January 4th.
Who's the bull rider?
No, the website I chose was faulty.
All right, coming up next, Heather has some news for you.
Of course, I've got lots of news for everyone. I want to hear about some of your speeding stories, actually. I want to know how fast you've ever driven on a Michigan highway, because there was a driver that just got busted going extremely fast.
All right, if you want to get away, relax, have a wonderful time, it's the D Las Vegas, and we'll be there in a few weeks. Have a great time, as always. The D, you get the best bang for your buck. Go to thed.com, book your room. Lots of fun there, hanging out at the Long Bar. They got that new place there called Bar Canada. Great stuff. Great food there, too. Joe Vicari's Andiamo Italian Steakhouse. You got American Coney Island. You're going to golf out in Vegas, and who doesn't? They'll hook you up with some great tee times. All the great golf courses and the Long Bar. Lots of fun. Just hanging out there, watching the bartenders do their thing. Our buddy Derek Stevens is there. And here's the deal. Tell him we sent you, we just might get you a cocktail. It's the D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by St. Joseph Mercy. Crews are clearing up an earlier accident at 94 westbound after Van Dyke. The left lane is still blocked and traffic is backed up from before Connor. Reports of a disabled vehicle leaving just one lane open, Lodge Freeway southbound at Outer Drive. And traffic is still slowing down heading into the emergency repairs. 75 both directions down to one lane approaching Big Beaver, mostly causing some southbound slowdowns. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
The names you trust. The teams you love.
The new St. Joe's and IHA Livonia Medical Center is open, offering easy access for your healthcare needs. From primary care to outpatient surgery, imaging services to urgent care. Together, we're creating a better healthcare experience. Learn more, livoniamedicalcenter.org.
Applied Imaging is more than an office technology and solutions company. Listen to Applied Imaging's customers discuss Applied Imaging's unique culture. Jane Cebulski of Hinton Transportation Investments.
Our experience with Applied Imaging has been phenomenal. Any work they've done for us has been completed correctly. It has saved us countless man hours, and we've made good friends along the way.
Kristen Vandebussing of ADAC Automotive.
Well, I think they have a good, diverse group at Applied Imaging, which includes men and women and people who are in different areas of specialty. And I think that's important in a tech company, that they have promoted women and that women are visible.
Betty Bartek of Resurrection Life Church.
I feel like I've gotten to know them and they've gotten to know me. It's nice to work with someone in business that you feel actually cares about helping you do your job better.
Applied Imaging, a company that cares about you and your results.
We asked people in Michigan why they got the COVID-19 vaccine.
Because I am pregnant and we wanted to protect our baby boy.
I believe in the science.
Protect my friends and help our community.
I'm ready to get back to somewhat normal. I want to hug my grandma again.
COVID-19 vaccines are tested for safety and trusted by doctors. Find a vaccine near you at michigan.gov/COVID vaccine. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
Want a shot at winning big? Get your COVID-19 vaccine today. Those vaccinated within the last 24 hours are now eligible in a daily drawing of $50,000. Yesterday, someone won. Today, someone will win. And tomorrow, you could too. If you've been putting off getting your vaccine, make today the day. Don't miss out on entering for your shot to win. Must be 18 or over. Sweepstakes rules apply. Get eligibility details and enter at mishottowin.com.
97.1 The Ticket and Ellison Brewery have teamed up. Introducing the Ticket American Lager and the Ticket Double Dry Hopped Hazy Pale Ale. Look for them on tap near you. Must be 21. Enjoy responsibly.
For the ones who know that a little late is always too late. And that the clock doesn't stop just because you're missing a part. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. And our Keep Stock inventory management solutions help ensure you have the right stuff in the right place at exactly the right time. Visit Grainger.com/keepstock to learn more. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Lowe's, we know your home is an expression of you, and we see you walking down these aisles of possibility, running your finger on that marble top Allen & Roth vanity, regularly $5.99, but now $3.49, and finding that perfect rattan pendant at an everyday low price of $99.98. In our showrooms of style, you'll find whatever you're into at a price you'll really get into. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See associate or Lowe's.com for details. Valid through 8/29/21. U.S. only.
For the ones who get going when the going gets tough. And the ones who know we're tougher together. For the Pathfinders breaking new ground. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as fast access to experts and 24/7 customer support. Because we know you have people depending on you. So you can always depend on us. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
How do you keep a workout fresh every day?
Clap it up, Peloton. Let's do this.
By getting everything from endurance rides to restorative yoga, all right at home. The Peloton Bike. Nothing like working out from home. Visit onepeloton.com to learn more.
The next time you're in Vegas, head to the D Las Vegas. It's not on the Strip. It's in downtown Vegas. The odds are better, the party's bigger, and you'll feel right at home. Book your stay today at thed.com. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
At home, in your car, or at work. Detroit's sports station.
Last night, 14-0. Badu with a home run. Also, he had 3 RBIs. Excuse me, 4 RBIs. Miggy had 5 RBIs. Isaac Paredes, 3 for 3. Casey Mize, 4 innings. Gives up just 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. By the way, I haven't mentioned this yet. Tonight, Game 6, NBA Finals.
Oh, yeah.
We could have a champion crowned tonight in Milwaukee. I kind of think that's going to happen, but you never know. The Bucks, sometimes they don't seem to have that complete killer instinct. I think tonight's.
You think the home court takes it?
I think. Can you imagine? We've had this happen. It's been a long time. Unfortunately, the last time it happened, the Wings lost. But when you're at home and you think your good team's going to win the championship that night, just to build up. Can you imagine if we were in Milwaukee right now, or this was happening here?
Yeah, awesome.
Crazy. All right, Heather, what's going on?
Michigan State Police actually busted a driver going 150 miles per hour on I-75 Sunday morning. So obviously he's going very fast. They say he was driving a Dodge Charger Hellcat. He was caught, passing people on the northbound lanes. He was in Holly Township. And he was arrested for reckless driving. He was issued a citation as well for window tints. And the officer told him at the time that just because you can go fast doesn't mean you should. His car was actually towed away as well. So this brings the question, how fast have you ever driven?
I once went about 120 on 696 when I had a Corvette for about a week or whatever, just to check it out.
You have to, if you have a car that can do that, you got to feel it at least once.
Yeah. I think the fastest I've ever gone is around 90. I looked down one time.
Come on.
I know.
You never go triple digits?
No.
Well, you're just driving the truck. That's probably why.
Well, my truck could do well over 100.
Yeah, I know.
But it's easier to get up to speeds of 100 in a faster vehicle. Maybe that's why?
I do like the way my truck gets up and goes. And I may go from, off the line quick, but I just haven't ever been. I know it's very disappointing for everyone involved. I know.
I'm not a car guy, and I'm not
a real guy.
Right. I'm not a car guy, and I'm not much of a thrill seeker. But I got to tell you something. Going that fast, you get a little bit of a jolt, and it's like a, energy. It's great.
Yeah.
I believe it. I don't know. I've never really tried to pay attention to see how fast I'm definitely going, but I know I've gone over 100. There's times when I'm cruising, I'm like, oh God, I'm already going 95, and I didn't even realize it. I've definitely gotten over 100. Mm-hmm. But I
even with my car, at times, driving up north, oh my God, over 90.
Yeah. Oh, slow down. You guys, a 20-year-old Detroit man was arrested in connection to a fatal shooting at a Madison Heights motel on Monday. Police were actually called to the motel for a noise disturbance, and while they were performing, I said that so funny. A noise disturbance. And while they were performing this welfare check, they discovered that there was a deceased 29-year-old woman with a gunshot wound inside a motel room. And they did a preliminary investigation, and they discovered that this woman lived at the motel with the 20-year-old Detroit man who was actually not at the scene at the time. He had fled the scene. They found him later hiding behind a dumpster at a gas station. He did have a handgun on him that they believe was used in the shooting. The investigation is ongoing. All right, so when it comes to vaccinated individuals, Canada has surpassed the U.S. So Canada has fully vaccinated 48.8% of its population, overtaking the U.S. rate for the first time, actually, after they even had a delayed start in getting these vaccines rolled out. The U.S. here, we have 48.6% of our population fully vaccinated. And but because of Canada, and they're doing a great job, border restrictions are changing, and they're changing very soon. So fully vaccinated Americans will officially be allowed to enter Canada. This is for non-essential travel beginning on August 9th. So it's right around the corner. Great news. Great news that things are finally opening up. A lot of people have family they haven't been able to see in a long time.
Property they haven't been able to get to.
Yes. Can you imagine that, owning a cabin or a cottage up there and not being able to use it?
Especially when the tax bill comes.
So this is great news. Tourists will need to provide border officials with proof of vaccination and a negative COVID test completed before they arrive. Then they're going to allow travelers from other countries to enter starting on September 7th. So pretty exciting. Not so exciting. Talking about COVID, another U.S. athlete will miss out on the Tokyo Olympics due to a positive COVID test. Unfortunately, these stories seem to keep coming. Katie Lou Samuelson, she actually played an important role in the U.S. qualifying for the first ever Olympic 3-on-3 women's basketball competition, and she's not going to be able to compete. She is currently a member on the Seattle Storm, and she was part of, like I said, the team that qualified for the Olympics, but she did test positive and will not be able to go. She did say on Instagram that she was fully vaccinated and she took every precaution that she could against COVID to protect herself, but unfortunately she did contract the virus, so she will be replaced for competition.
Like we said, just because you have the vaccine doesn't mean you can't get COVID, but the chance of hospitalization is basically nil, so they said.
Correct. Also, there's more issues that are just brewing at the Olympics, not just COVID cases. So the triathlon venue literally stinks, you guys. Like, it smells like a toilet, apparently, according to athletes. The water where these athletes are going to be swimming stinks, and it may actually contain sewage. So awesome. Imagine knowing that you're about to jump into water that,
Yeah. Has sewage in
contains
it,
E. coli and other things. Yeah, so that they say this Tokyo Bay is just riddled with issues with water quality, smell, and possibly sewage. So this is nothing new. This has been going on for a while there. In 2019, Tokyo Bay was riddled with E. coli. They have been working to clean up the water, but the problem still remains. And not surprising, many athletes and residents are hesitant to actually dive in. I don't blame them. So the triathlon is set to begin on July 26th. So hopefully they either deal with it or figure out how to properly.
Didn't they have some of these same issues in Rio?
I'm sure. I mean,
I don't remember.
I don't recall it, but it wouldn't surprise me if they
I think they did.
The only thing I remember from Rio is Ryan Lochte at the gas station.
Oh my gosh, how can you forget that? Oh my gosh, yes. If you hate going to the dentist like I do, imagine this. This might make you hate the dentist even more. There's a Nevada woman who posed as a dentist, and she pulled 13 teeth from a patient using this anesthesia that she found in the trash. Oh my gosh!
13 teeth out of the same person?
Yes! And it's like half your mouth. Oh, it's awful. So last week, this woman was arrested after being accused of breaking into a dental office. So she wasn't doing this from her home. She literally posed as a dentist in the dentist's office, which is more scary because
How did the hygienist bring
So it sounds like she broke into this dental office and then she stole cash, she stole checks, and also performed a surgery on this patient without a license. So she actually used to work as an assistant at this dental office.
Okay, so
they knew her. Okay.
But it sounds like it sounds like though she broke in after hours and had this patient come in when there wasn't.
Take care of you. Yes. We're going to make a special exception for you.
Right, you have an emergency, you need a tooth extracted, come on in right now, and pose as this dentist. How awful is that? She got away with about $23,000 in cash and checks, and she's
13 teeth.
And 13 teeth.
Oh, wow.
She's now facing multiple felonies, including burglary, grand larceny, and performing surgery, and another without a license.
If you are squeamish about dentists, I suggest, or maybe I don't suggest, but I think you should watch. See if you can Google YouTube the dentist scene in a movie Marathon.
In 1 mile, turn right onto Kelly.
Dustin Hoffman.
I don't know.
Laurence Olivier, I believe, is the.
It sounds like it's going to be nasty, and
No thanks.
Oh no, John, you love it.
John will love it, and I will.
What is it again?
Puke in my mouth.
Marathon Man, dentist.
No, I hate teeth.
Zell.
No, don't even want to know. This is getting pretty cool. There is a Macomb County newlywed couple that is trending. Are you watching it right now? Are there pliers involved?
Yes.
Are there really?
You have to do with the sound, though.
Oh, is there cracking and drilling
And blood.
Oh, the drilling is what gets me.
Not so much.
Okay, well, gross. Nasty. There's a Macomb County newlywed couple that is trending on TikTok. This is pretty cool. When something unexpected happened to them during their post-wedding photo shoot. So, you get married and then you got to go take all your photos. You normally have your groomsmen, your bridesmaids with you as well. Well, this couple was taking some photos on a bridge in Dodge Park in Sterling Heights. And as they were taking these pictures, there was a huge group of kayakers that was heading towards the bridge. And they decided to sing to this newlywed couple. And they started singing Going to the Chapel of Love. And it's really cool. The photographer was like, oh my gosh, this isn't going to last very long because they're going to be under the bridge and gone. So I better capture it. They got it on camera and they posted it, and it is now going viral. Those were all in kayaks. So our voices singing, we're all kayakers. Pretty cool moment caught on tape, and I love that the groom. I should have hired you for my DJ. Yeah.
Exactly.
The wedding singer. Yeah, it would have been pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, at least they got the lyrics right.
They did get the lyrics right.
They got the lyrics right.
Yes.
Now, yesterday we brought you a story of some misheard lyrics from my guy Bruce Springsteen. What are your favorite misheard lyrics? 248-539-9797. I'll give one example now that for some reason I don't think it sounds the song "Tiny Dancer." by Elton John. People think it sounds like Tony Danza.
So, yeah.
And I don't, but whatever. But there are tons of ones where you swear that this is what you heard, this is what you thought, and you're completely wrong. 97.1 The Ticket.
Happens all of the time. You guys, watching sports is always more fun when you have skin in the game, and my friends over at Bet River Sportsbook are some of the best in the business. It's really an exciting time in sports with baseball teams gearing up for the big second half. Plus, all eyes will turn to the world stage as the world's greatest athletes come together in the highest level of sports competition. Now, if you're looking for some tips on how to bet on all the action, Bet Rivers has you covered. Just check out BetRivers.com or the Bet Rivers app and tap on the tips button, and you'll actually receive instant research and advice on all upcoming matchups. Plus, when you bet, you want to collect your winnings fast, right? Who wouldn't want that? So when you bet with Bet River Sportsbook, they pay fast thanks to Rush Pay instant approval for withdrawals. So log in or create your account today via the Bet Rivers app or at BetRivers.com. Detroit's hometown sportsbook, bet with a winner. Visit